guys ready? You better be ready, because it's almost showtime. Come on. Let's do this. Hey guys!
Welcome to the One Weekly
Live.
What the heck was that, Ralph?
I don't know. I was like, I wanted to make it more dramatic, and then it came out really weird. And then I felt dumb, but you kind of saved it.
Yes.
Sorta.
Hey guys, welcome back to the One Weekly. Today, we're not done. We're going to talk more about CES, and guess what? There are more announcements to come. There are more details that you're going to find out, not only about the existing things, there are new products to come
Something
out.
about like Shaquille O'Neal has something to do with it for some reason. I have no idea.
That's the only tip we got. The clue is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's the clue.
Is this
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, wasn't there a game with Shaquille O'Neal in it?" I think there was a video game with Shaquille O'Neal in it, if I remember right.
Yeah.
The Garage Gamer, what's up, buddy? He's in his garage right now, and he's like, "Look, guys, I have a question." He probably is in the garage right now, I think. But he said, "Okay." So in the interests of full disclosure, how much did you guys know last week that Arcade1up was going to announce? Justin, last Saturday, you acted like you didn't know what was going to happen. I'll let Justin answer.
We've known for weeks everything.
Oh, wow. All right. This is cool. So let's talk about that for a minute. Actually, this was really cool. So this year, John and Cyrus actually let us in on a lot of what was going to happen, which was really cool because it allowed us to prepare for it. Where like prior year, right? I mean, they didn't even know who Justin and I were really. So, I mean, maybe a little bit, but not like they did. So we built that relationship over the year, and they trusted us with some of the information. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that they did that. So
at the same time, they did show us things.
But some stuff changed that they showed us.
We
too,
didn't know
so it wasn't
exactly what they were going to really announce. There was a couple things they were like, we're doing this. And then what was cool was they actually let us know ahead of time, and we gave them this idea. And this is probably John and other people as well. I don't want to take credit for it, but we got to influence some of the designs. I think maybe they were already planning on doing it, and we just gave them confirmation that would be like a good move to do. But anyway, let's talk about some of the things.
To influence.
What's
I'll tell
that?
you one thing we weren't able to influence. Well, when we get to the new Midway collections 12 and 1, I'll tell you something that we were not able to influence. But I think you guys will all agree that it should have been different. But we'll wait till we get to that.
And I think all the things that were like, you got to do this, you got to do that. They were like, yeah, we're past the windmill on that one, So
yeah, some things it was like, it would be awesome if, and they're like, nah, that can't happen. Mm-hmm. It's too far along down the road. So,
and some of those things were suggested by the community early this week, and by today, it's Friday, I've already implemented. Like, for example, Killer Instinct. Hold
on. We have a new hashtag. It's so hard. You literally make it like the no slant. I can't. What the heck?
Yeah. So Killer Instinct was obviously something they came up with, and they were kind of leaning towards having a slant. But what's cool is they've already updated the pictures on the website that they plan on. It looks like they're going to go with the slant. This is kind of a comparison. But what I didn't know was going to happen was they were going to go with the slant on the marquee as well. And so if you
they were like, look, man, there's like an app that they use. There's like insert slant. Just slant everything. Everything needs to be slanted.
Yeah, so that's looking pretty good. Like, they're making progress. And I think the reason why they're able to do this on Killer Instinct is because this is one of their newer cabinets that they're like, it's probably not going to ship next week, right? We're not going to see maybe we'll see a pre-order, but they're definitely not going to land here in the States.
Yeah, it's a little bit of time.
They haven't manufactured them yet. And so what we're seeing is Arcade1up growing, and they're really embracing the community. This is like a new scale for them, right? This new level is like, hey, the fans are really driving these cabinets. They're the ones buying it. Why don't we just tell them, like, we're going to do Killer Instinct. What do you guys think? Should we do this or do that,
Yeah, no, I think I think that was pretty cool that they made that change, because that was a change I think they had to do based on well, I guess they didn't have to do it, but I think it looks much better and much more original. Because it's like, don't go halfway. If you're gonna start making it look original, then just keep going, right? Like, don't stop. If it's just a matter of moving something from one place to another and it doesn't change the cost of the machine or anything, then
Right.
let's do it.
Yeah, so I think X-Men is one of those, hey, we're going to go with, it's a 4-player cabinet. We're going to use basically the design we've done before. There's some changes to it, of course, got a coin door on it. And then this one's going to be live. And of course, this game has been teased. I think what they're going to try to do with Code Mystics is this comes in a 2-player, 4-player, 6-player, right? Like commonly played that way. But they're going to sell it as a 4-player, but because it's live, they have the capability of connecting it. 6 people could play a single game, right? Like you could connect.
So there's a
6
question
different
on
cabs.
this actually while you're going through it. Ben actually, which I did actually watch Mandalorian, by the way, guys, and I maybe at the end of the show we can talk a little bit about that, but I don't want to ruin it for anyone that's not finished. But I love it, by the way. But he's so cute. He's so cute. Anyway, so on the X-Men cab, could you put 2 USB hubs so that you could bring your own 2 controllers and make it a 6-player? Now, that would be something we have not seen them do.
Right.
That would be cool. I'm gonna guess this is too far along for that to happen at this point, but that's cool for the future. I think if we wanted to add that as a recommendation to say if there's cabs, even you could even say if it's a 4-player cab, could you have the option maybe sell it as a 2-player control panel, but you could plug in, so someone that doesn't have the space for 4. Because I know,
Sure.
Justin, you and I talked about this before. The 4 players are cool, but you can't fit as many cabinets side to side anymore. Like it actually reduces how many you can fit in one room. So the 4 players, although cool, you don't want to have too many of them because then you can't fit as many cabinets in one room. So.
Right. So Lewis says, hey, Ralph, maybe you should discuss your new purchase.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it at the end.
Okay. So some of the things that you most of you probably know about this, but we'll run through it. Some of these are available already for pre-order. Best Buy has some, GameStop has one. So we're seeing the $3.99 price is confirmed for some of those legacy series. So Pac-Man 12 and 1 is going to be $3.99 free shipping from a retailer. We got the Pong Pug $5.49, kind of a little bit more expensive than even the cocktails as they debuted.
Justin,
and of
I want
course,
to take your brain on something because Zohar mentioned this, but I think there's probably other people in the chat that probably already saw this. I don't know. Like the Midway thing wasn't announced; it just kind of hit, but it is sold out. It looks like you can't get it right if you try to order that right now. I think it just hasn't gone up yet.
Yeah, I did see it when I first saw that it came available. Also, I really hate this reflection in the Photoshop. I have no clue
that's
why
terrible,
it's like
actually.
that. I mean, is that a real picture? I don't know. I don't think it's a real picture. Someone actually added that in. It looks real tacky. Anyway, whatever. So the Mortal Kombat was supposed to be announced on Monday, but there was some delays in it. It ended up being like, I mean, I shouldn't say supposed to. It was held back, right? And so now it's available. It is part of the Legacy series, so it's going to have 12 games inside it, just like the other Legacy lineup, and it has the sticker, right? The coin door is a sticker on this one. That's one thing. I hope everyone understands that. Put 1 in the chat if you understand it. The Legacy line is $3.99. That's going to give you a light up marquee, and it's going to give you a riser. They're calling those their evergreen cabinets. They're not seasonal. They're going to keep selling them, right?
Yep.
So a year from now, they'll keep selling them, but you'll also find variations of it probably at Walmart for $2.99. So those are a good entry point for people. The $2.99 version won't come with a riser, won't come with a light up marquee. No frills. But they'll try to keep those in stock for all the people that basically can't afford the $500 or they're not really ready to commit. On those lineups, you're not going to get the faux coin door. You're going to get, that's just printed on.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And then all the other lines where they include anything that's non-legacy, at least for right now, anything non-legacy that has the coin door, it's the plastic one. It's the plastic.
So if you look at it, you can tell there's like a difference. So kind of put that in your head. Like if you get Killer Instinct, you're going to have, it's not a sticker, it's a mold. And I do remember Cyrus said real quick, and maybe he didn't catch it. He's like, that thing will stick out, And we saw
it'll
like,
be like the MVS. It'll be like, oh, I can't see it right now, but it'll be like how the MVSX was, how it's like a piece of molded plastic.
Just a lot bigger. And of course, if you think about how would they do that, it's got to be screwed in. Like that's how the MVSX was. You could unscrew and it kind of popped out. Because right, are they going to glue it? You know, there's probably a screw somewhere in there.
Yeah, I would imagine it's just screwed in or something.
And what's cool about
there's
that,
a lot
if
of
it
super
is,
chats we got to get to really quick. So Zohar says, I already have, he's on fire today. Thanks for the super chat, bud. He said, I already have an awesome MK cab. I'm not getting another MK unless it has that midway shape and cab design. I ain't getting it. No slant, I can't. So that was one. And then I think there's one from GameStop out there. Oh, no, GameStop just gave us a donation, which thank you, GameStop. And then I think there was one here from Stringer Films. He said, busy moving. I'll catch you on the rerun. Here's your $2.
Here's your $2.
So, and then we got 6 people would be squished on that screen, though. Good point. So he's talking about the going back in time. We're a little bit behind on the chat, but yeah. You know, yes, 6 people would definitely be very, very squished in. Good point. I wasn't even really thinking that. And then Michael B said, online beat 'em up is everything I have ever wanted. Dude, I am right there with you. The idea that, because like those games, X-Men was a cool, for those of you that played it in your arcade, I don't know if you had the same experience. But for me, X-Men was a very big community game in the arcade I was in, and they had the 6-player. And it was just, we used to just like hang out and talk, and like people would play and we'd just be talking while we're playing. But it was, everyone was all squished in. Obviously, nowadays it's a little bit harder, but the one thing, like, I think they could bring that community feel to it with online, but the one thing that we haven't seen them do, which I think could be cool, and 1UP could be the company to make this like a staple, it would be really neat to be able to chat. I think it'd be cool to be able to talk to someone while I'm playing. I know we've seen at games do that, but I think with 1UP and the fact that they've got this huge user base, like they could have a lot of people that'd be interested in that, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong, you guys in the chat, put a 1 in there if you think that.
When you say chat, you mean like audio? You mean
like
video?
Voice chat? Like,
voice chat?
Yeah, and I know voice chat can get weird with these kinds of things, but I think it would be kind of cool. Like, dude, I would be stoked. I bet I would want to do this more with you, Justin. Like, if you and I could, think about it, we could have our conversations that we normally have on the phone, but we'd be playing this game. Like, we'd be playing a game and doing it and like hanging out and having our. No, he's not into it. He just gave the weird. He gave the weird smirk.
Well, no, I'm looking at the ones and zeros coming in. It's kind of split, and this is an interesting thing. Like, talking to a random stranger is one thing. Talking to
I don't
a buddy,
think the stranger. I wouldn't use it more for the
stranger. For a buddy, you just like, hey, we're gonna play, and then you just put earbuds in, right?
How cool would it be
on a cell phone?
Yeah. How cool would it be to be like, hey, Garage Gamer, like, come on, man, we're gonna play some X-Men. I don't want to call him. I want to do it on the arcade. I don't want to call him.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't?
No, like there's certain features where you're like,
oh, we have a lot of zeros actually.
There's certain features where it's like the effort to put that together is not worth what you'd gain. Think of it this way: I would rather have them work on a different feature.
What feature?
I don't know.
Oh,
While
you're
we're
just
talking
saying
about X-Men, come up with a 6-player one,
Oh, well, I'm surprised. It's like really split. It's like literally like a 50-50 split almost on the who wants it. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't want people to talk to me. So can I tell one sidebar story really quick, Justin?
Yes.
Really quick. All right. So you know how you have the Oculus Quest and you were really into it and you said your daughter was having fun with it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they have this really cool game on that. And you have this thing where you can chat with everybody while you're floating through space.
Well, that's what I'm going to talk about.
I turn that off, disable it, not talking to anybody.
Okay, so let me tell you about it really quick. It's called, the app is called VR Chat, and it is the closest thing I can think of to Ready Player One in real life. Like, you can teleport, you pick your persona, what you look like, right? Like, I can look however I want. So you pick your little avatar and you walk around the world, and I could be like, all right, I want to go to like whatever it is. That there could be like, I want to go to Times Square, and then you go to Times Square and there could be 100 other people wearing Quest headsets having conversations around you. It's kind of cool. But then I was on during the day. I took a lunch break and went on, and it was a bunch of kids.
And I went into weird.
Yeah, I went into this one room that's called 7 Minutes of Heaven. And everyone was playing Spin the Bottle, and it was like a bunch of kids. It
Ralph
was wicked weird.
Was like,
no, I walked in as an alien. Walked in as an alien. They were like, "Hey, alien dude, what's up?" And I'm like, "Nothing." Like, "Why are you an alien?" And they were like, look at this guy. Come on, guys, come over here. Look at the stupid alien. They were bullying me. I got bullied. I got bullied in VR. They were like, oh, stupid alien. And I wasn't talking because I was like, I don't want to talk because they're all kid voices. And I'm going to be like, hey, guys. So anyways.
All right, let's come back to that. I'd like to hear more about that, but let's do that. Let's talk about that later. So a lot of people have been talking about how the X-Men arcade, why doesn't it have Spider-Man? What do you think, Ralph? Why doesn't it have the Spider-Man game in it?
Okay, 100% why it doesn't have Spider-Man. I think this is 100% why, based on our conversations with Arcade1up. Because, so with this
we
X-Men
haven't talked
cabinet,
about this, so I have an opinion, but I wonder what yours is.
We all agree that it would be awesome, right? There's no doubt that everybody here would say, swap out the galactic whatever it is. Swap out the galactic butthole game for this one. So for Spider-Man.
This third one?
Yeah, I always forget. I called it galactic butthole, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called. I don't know, does it even have the word galactic in it? I don't know. All right, anyways.
What is
so
it
the
called
third
again?
I keep forgetting.
Anyway.
Oh, it is.
Ahead.
It's Avengers Galactic Storm. Okay, so quick version is in this cabinet because Marvel owns the Marvel Universe characters.
Yes.
You've got to get licenses for X-Men, which is Konami. Then you got to get licenses for Captain America and the Avengers, which is Data East. And then the other one is Data East, the Galactic Storm's Data East. So you're paying Data East royalties, you're paying Konami royalties, and then you have to pay Marvel royalties.
Right.
So
that's
if you
with
went,
the existing cabinet
that's
now.
Existing. So think about that. John D had to convince all these guys to, number one, work together, and then be like, okay, we're paying you all, and we got to somehow all make money. If you did Spider-Man, that's a Sega
I can tell
game.
you how that went, by the way. It went like this. I'll show you how it went. Hey, this is John D. Hey, Data East, how's it going?
I don't know how Data East would talk. Hey, guy, it is Data East. How you doing?
Hey, so we're thinking about licensing some games from you. Are you cool?
Yeah, we're really cool. Do you know that company, My Arcade? We licensed every single Data East property to them. We love those guys.
Now, here's
they
the
sell
new
these
one
little
for you. We're
plastic
going to do
$2
something
arcades.
different. Would you share royalties with Konami?
Hey, what is your name again?
I'm John D.
Oh, all right, John D. Am I going to make money?
You do understand this is Arcade1up calling, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm good. I'm cool. Am I going to make money?
Matter? Does it matter?
I just want to know if I'm going to get paid.
You'll get some money.
Then we'll do it. We're doing it.
All right. I don't know if that's exactly how it went,
but just so the audience knows,
if you're gonna get someone to get in on it, was probably harder to convince Konami to go in with Data East than Data East.
Exactly. Konami. But guys, Data East is no longer Data East proper anymore either.
That's true.
So Data East is owned by a company called Gmode.
Right.
And if you go to the Gmode website, like if you literally go to the website, it has a little application. You can't go to Konami's website. They'll be like, apply for licenses. Like you can go to Gmode's website. Like go to it. It'll say like, hey, Justin, how you doing, bud? You want some licenses?
Yeah. It's like a little clip that comes up and says, I think you're looking for licenses. Click here for
it does do it. I'm telling you. It doesn't say hi, Justin.
It
doesn't say hi, Justin, but it's pretty awesome.
Gmode Corporation.
Yeah, go. You'll see it. No, that's not it. Do Gmode. Just Google Gmode Data East, and it should come up.
Okay. Gmode Data East.
Yeah, and it should come. And it will. There's like an application right on. It's called like the Data East Restoration Project or something.
This one
Revival
that gives you
project.
seizures.
Yeah, scroll down. It'll be like, cool, man. You want to make a cabinet? Oh wait, maybe it's not right. Yeah, scroll down a little bit more. Right there. Look, read. Scroll up. Are you looking for a license for these games? Like seriously, on the front of their page. Hey, man, we'll license it to you. You cool? We're cool.
All right. Anyway. But Spider-Man, I think there's other reasons. I think maybe. So who did the Spider-Man game from a development and publishing point of view? Okay, so I think that's one thing. Another thing is I bet Spider-Man is tied up in some weird. They gotta
Probably.
like. Does Sony still have like the rights for the Spider-Man games or something?
I don't know, but all I can think about is Spider-Man is who is the kid that played Spider-Man before this one? Who was the character, the actor?
Maguire.
All I can do is
no. You're talking about not that guy. Like the one
that
before
guy.
that.
Okay, no, that guy. Who was it? You just said his name.
I don't know. Maguire. What, Jerry Maguire? No, that's not it.
No. Is it
someone
Toby?
in the chat's going to say it?
Anyways, but do you? Whenever my stomach hurts, I send Kim the meme, which is him
Oh.
on the train where he's like, "Do you know what I'm talking about?" I have to pull it up. You don't know what I'm
Everyone's
talking
saying
about?
Andrew Garfield, but we're talking about Tobey Maguire. There it is. We're
Yeah,
talking about
you
the
don't
guy
remember?
before
Do
that.
you know the meme? There's a meme of Tobey Maguire
Dude,
that
you're just
if you
all
look
over
up
the place on this.
if you look up stomach ache and Tobey Maguire, it'll come up with him as Spider-Man stopping the train, and he's all.
Yeah,
It's the
I know
best.
what you mean.
It's the best thing ever. All right, Alejandro says, Ralph, did you pitch the idea of positional guns? Alejandro, you shouldn't have done that, dude. You've already done enough. You did not need to do that. Thank you so much. But he said, Ralph, did you pitch the idea of positional guns like T2 on the 1UP cabinet to them? Hashtag 1UP Zohar. Oh, yeah, you did. You did 1UP Zohar. But let's not start this because Alejandro, all of a sudden, you'll have an arch rival named Zohar, and it'll be Alejandro versus Zohar, which actually sounds really cool. But thanks, buddy. We haven't talked to him about it yet, but thanks, bud. Looking good in that picture too, by the way. Right.
I think the positional guns are probably going to happen anyway.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, like Area 51.
But how do you do that? But how do you do that? Like, how do you do a positional gun that close? I feel like because
that's
the screen,
interesting.
You know what I
You
mean?
make it smaller.
The screen's super small, but the guns are
Like-
super big. You're like, there's binoculars. You go up and there's binoculars and the gun. You're all
Right there. Just imagine
Really?
there's a gun right there. You're like, pew, pew, pew.
No. Oh my gosh.
I swear this alcohol, it's Sam Adams Cold Snap. Like check this out. This is all I've had. And I swear this is like every single time I drink like a gulp of this, it's like instant. Like
I feel like I
feeling
should have alcohol too, but
Well,
Kim and
that's-
I were going to potentially go out for dinner later, so I don't want to be all stupid.
Okay. Where were we? So we were talking about. Why aren't we talking about how Zohar's favorite cabinet finally came out? Right, Zohar in the chat, give us a 1,000,000 times because we know you love this cabinet, right? And then I'd like to hear Ralph what you think of this cabinet.
So I don't mind the cabinet. I'm just like, guys, the one thing you guys need to tell them. I know it's not going to change now, and I'm not trying to tell you not to buy this, but guys, what's up? Why does it have to have wings? It doesn't need wings. It's an arcade cabinet. It's not flying anywhere.
See,
like
here's the thing. Like, totally fine with the.
You like the wings?
No, hold on. Pac-Man is fine. Like, you're gonna do a cabaret style cabinet. It's fine. But I think the problem was they designed a suite of games, and they were like, we're gonna do Pac-Man, and Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter. They come out, and it was all on paper, and they didn't show it to anybody outside of the company and the various companies. But immediately you show it to the fans. We're like, now here's what I'm thinking. I bet the guy who put this together was like, yeah, it's got to be set back so you can see it. There's a line of sight issue.
and
We're going
that's
to
what
have
Michael
the
B
caps
said,
come
which
out. Yeah.
I
line of
get
sight.
that, but dude, wouldn't you just kind of like?
And then so maybe
the
they're
wheel-
like, hey, on this one, we'll tilt it back a little bit, and then line of sight a little bit better.
Then maybe they need to consider that design moving forward.
Do they
for
understand?
anything
No
they
one
slant
plays
back.
these games. They just look at them. Like, just make it look like the original cabinet. We'll all buy it, right?
Is Michael B the only one that plays them?
I think he
No, I'm
is.
just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Michael B definitely does. I know he does.
It's kind of funny.
So-
I have like the Partycade, and it's kind of awkward to play when you're standing right up in front of it. But it's not like I'm like, oh my God, I hate this. It's like, it is what it is. It's up against my door, and I'm standing 6 inches from it, and it's kind of weird. So then I grab a stool and I sit down, and it's great. And I don't really think, oh my God, I wish it was amazing without the stool. I just grabbed the stool and didn't really think about it. Some people ask me in comments of videos like, what do you think of that? And I'm like, I haven't really thought about it. Yeah, I grabbed my stool. Didn't really even think of it.
They
I
play
don't know.
them
Maybe
every
if there's a
Friday,
line of
so
sight
shut-
issue, I hope they hear us year after year. Like, if
Go
I'm
back
almost
to
like
the-
Arcade
go
1UP
back
is
to the
amazing
MK.
with licensing, but when it comes to the shape of the cabinet, it's almost like the replicated. Like, if they had 3/4 scale versions of like almost identical, like, it doesn't need to have an Arcade 1UP theme. I don't need to look at this cabinet and go, oh, Arcade 1UP totally made that. It's actually one of my complaints about the IA Arcade. There's like 3 logos when you look at it. You're like, oh my God, hey, who made that? Oh, it's IA Arcade. You know how I know? There's a logo, there's a logo, there's a logo. And I'm like, your logo and branding is not important to me.
But their logos they are fixing that. It's not as branded anymore, really.
Yeah,
right?
This one's really good. Look at it. It just looks closer to the original. And we just all know that it is an Arcade1up cabinet. But when you go to this one, it has like this shape that they own that resembles Arcade1up, something they designed. And
well, all right. So
it's okay.
Check this out.
But
the wings don't bother you.
The wings don't bother me on certain cabinets, like Pac-Man. It's like,
but that's because Pac-Man. That makes sense because cabarets had inset marquees.
Yeah, it's like it's all right.
Do you guys like the wings? Am I crazy on the wings? Like, I don't really like the wings. I would probably still buy this one if I didn't have an MK. Like, I would probably buy it because of the game lineup, because you're getting all the original ones. You're getting 1, 2, and 3, and then you're getting the other. If you want, does a game list is on here, right? If you scroll down.
So. Yeah, let's hear in the chat.
But it's got a cool games list.
Give us like a 1 if you think it's fine, a 0 if you really wish it looked more like the original.
There we go. Natalie just summed it up super easy. 80s games okay, but 90s games not okay. I agree. That's a great way to sum it up.
Yeah.
Great way to sum it up.
Like the Street Fighter's the same way. I'm looking at it, I'm like, I kind of missed the mark on that.
Brew Crew's like, no wings, but I'm getting it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing with MK. So we got Mortal Kombat, MK2, Ultimate, MK3, then Joust, Defender, Rampage, Gauntlet, Paperboy, Root Beer Tapper, Bubbles, Tubin, and Wizard of War. So that's the infamous Paperboy, you know. And John D did say that these are evergreen, but they're still, you know, like working out the details. It's possible that the 2022 model will be like basically the same, but they rotate the games. They can be, okay, we're gonna do, you know, the point is, this is my point. Notice, this is not the Mortal Kombat cabinet. This is the Midway.
Yeah.
So I think they made a deal with Midway, and it was like, hey, Midway, we're gonna make a cabinet for you like every year, and we're gonna put a pack of games on it, and maybe next year it would be a Paperboy if the customer demanded it.
So there's 2 good comments in here. One of them is control issues on some of the games, which I think so too. Like, they're definitely not going to control amazing. Like, I don't know how you do Defender and Joust on here the right way, and I definitely don't know how you do Paperboy with the joystick. But I guess because I know I suck at Paperboy unless I'm using the right controls. It's like really touchy, especially if you try to play it like with a D-pad and stuff. Although the NES version I can kind of do, but. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how those games function. And then Michael B said, can we just take a minute and talk about how John D put bubbles on the cap?
I think he threw it in there just to mess with us. He said years ago, he's like, we'll give you bubbles.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I don't think I've ever played Bubbles.
Oh,
let me look at, because Bubbles was a Williams title, but Midway then owns it, I think. I've never played Bubbles in my life.
Joke in there somewhere. Anyway,
I've never played Bubbles. It came out in 1982. Definitely never played it. It looks weird. You clean up like a sink? Is that really the game?
It's what's it called? A clean 'em up?
The object is to clean a sink by maneuvering over ants, crumbs, and grease spots to absorb them before they slide into the drain. It actually sounds like it would be kind of fun, but weird at the same time. Does anybody like that game? Is it fun?
It's going to be great.
It is, Michael B said it is weird.
It's going to be like, hey, let's play some Mortal Kombat. Sweet. All right, let's play Bubbles.
Oh, Lewis says it's fun. Michael says it's weird, but he didn't say it wasn't fun. -1 says it's fun. I haven't played it.
Yeah. All right.
Did you make up Clean 'em Up? I like Clean 'em Up.
No,
did you make that up?
No. Like, you know that Mario game that's...
Oh, that's
Mario
right. Okay,
Sunshine's a Clean 'em Up.
Yeah. Such a weird game about an MK cab. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely like, so here's where it's challenging. Like, there's so many good Midway games that could have been, but wouldn't work with the control schemes, I don't think. Like, you could...
And then
like,
there's
could you have
even some on there that also don't work.
Yeah,
with the control scheme.
Like, could you have maybe done... Like, I don't feel like you could do Smash TV, because I almost think Smash TV would be its own cab. Like, you have to do that as its own cabinet.
Yeah, I think sometimes John says, and we've heard him say this, he'll say, it's like he's reliving the the conversation he has with it. Let's go ahead and put that game on it, because if we don't, we never will put it on anything. Like that game's never gonna have its own release.
Yeah.
Let's just throw it in there. Some people are gonna be like, oh, I gotta have it because it has that game.
You know what's going to be super hard for us, and you and I talked about this.
What's that?
We have to get over the fact that, like, everyone does. Like, because let's just face it, you guys watching, Justin and I, we're like the diehards. So, like, we want to have everyone, but it's getting to a point where we can't. So we have to pick and choose now more.
Sure.
But it's actually kind of painful because if you're an early adopter, you're like, oh my gosh, I really want this. But I mean, the good news is you can sell them. I mean, you're just not going to get nearly what you paid for it, unless it's one of the rare ones.
Right.
But I think that's the thing. Like, they're going to keep getting better, and they're going to keep making lineups of games you want. So with that said, like, I don't know. It's a weird, I guess in the beginning in 2018, the lineup was so small that you could have owned them all. Right. And I didn't even think they were going to continue to make games. So I was like, cool, I'll just get them while we can. And then I had all of them, and I'm like, sweet, I got the whole collection. And then 2 years later, they're like, we have 1 million games now.
Yeah. That's basically what happened, man.
They do, though. Isn't it nuts? Like, are you not tripping out if you think about it? Like, isn't this crazy? How the hell did this happen?
Yeah, think about it.
It's
Like,
nuts.
Are there more 3/4 scales from Arcade1up than, say, some of those other like new wave toys? You know, or some of those other cabinets.
I don't know how many of those they make when they make
I don't know,
those
but
runs.
it seems like Arcade1up has put out a ton.
I would bet there's more of these than New Wave Toys cabinets. I think they make like 10,000 of those when they make them. I don't think they make...
No, I'm talking about titles.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But
I don't think
also
there's that many of
numbers
those.
and sales is kind of interesting too.
Yeah, starting to worry about TMNT and Golden Axe going live now. It's good but bad for me. I think that one will be a while, don't you think? That if they were going to do that, don't you think that's like 2022? I don't see them doing that in 2021.
Well, what does he mean? What does Crumb mean? Is he talking about like online live play, or is he talking about they're available for sale?
I think he means live play.
Yeah, because recently Golden Axe did show up. You can buy it. It's for sale again.
Yeah. I got an interesting food for thought question for you. Is 1UP getting big enough that they could like acquire Code Mystics?
Yeah. That's interesting.
Probably not, huh?
Well,
like, could they reinvest
immediately
by
you
saying,
ask the question, I'm like, what would their strategy be? Because both
they're
of us
the
have
ones
worked
that...
for startups that were acquired. The current company I work for was acquired, and it's acquired other companies as well. So there's always going to be an advantage, a strategic advantage to doing that. I wonder if it's something else, if Arcade1up will be acquired by somebody else.
Oh, maybe. My whole thing is this. So this is the thing Draker brings us up. This is where I was kind of going with the why acquire Code Mystics. Is like Code Mystics seems to, they have the online thing down. They have that, they know how to like expose dip switches and all sorts of things from arcades and build cool menus to not make them look like an operator menu, but make them look like part of the game. But the thing is, I kind of feel like they're getting to a point where it'd be great if they were just all online. Like that it doesn't matter what it is. If it makes sense, like there's going to be certain games where you'd be like, I wouldn't play that online. But I'm kind of at a point where I just wish they were all online.
Sure.
Like anything new, make it an online title. I just wish that was possible, but I just don't think that's going to be for a while. And it may not even happen. They may just selectively do them.
Yeah, I don't think they would ever acquire Code Mystics. I mean, to do that, it means Arcade1up would go to Code Mystics and say, it's like we're getting married. It's like, you have to only work for me now. We want you exclusively to work on our products. When at this point, they're like, they just pay them for a contract and then they're done. You know, maybe they'll support live for a while, but then they just be like, hey, we're going to do Killer Instinct. Would you want to do the emulation for that? They're like, yeah, let's sign a contract. And so they just pay them as they need. And then if they acquire them, that's a multi-million-dollar, they got to pay them a lot more.
Is it going to get to the point, though, where all of us that are wise to it are going to only buy the cabinets that the companies we know are good making the cabinet? Like, are we like, oh, did Code Mystics do it? Nope, not interested. Like, is it going to get to that point where we only buy the Code Mystics ones because those are better than the other ones that are non-Code Mystics?
I don't think we'll make a choice that says I'm not buying it because of Code Mystics. but you'll look and hear how people enjoy it, and then you'll buy it because everyone said it was great, and it was great because Code Mystics did it. But keep in mind, Code Mystics, I think, is competing with their factory in Hong Kong, right? So it's like their own company is starting to put out these other cabinets and managing the emulation and managing the live. The last live cabinet they did was not done by Code Mystics. So
actually, I want to know, how is that one? Does anybody have it's Marvel versus Street Fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have that? And I know Garage Gamer does, but is the online good? Like, has there been, because I haven't heard anybody say it's good or bad. So I don't know, but that'd be interesting, because I think Code Mystics did a good job. They fixed the issues they had with NBA Jam really quick. But I'm curious if so someone says great, Marvel vs. Capcom is the best. I don't know. And the online is great. It's good. Okay, cool. Oh, Michael B just did a review, so we'll have to watch that. But Bozo Calvin Jr., thanks for the super chat. He said they should have made Smash TV, Narc, and Total Carnage with Pit Fighter best games ever played back in the day on Arcade1up. Well, but Pit Fighter's Atari. I think Total Carnage, Narc, and Smash TV are all Williams Midway, so I think you could do those. Pit Fighter be Atari. But who the hell is Atari anyway anymore? So they probably just give that away. They can't cool have it.
Yeah, people are saying that one's pretty good. So that's an interesting one, because I think that game cost them less.
I'm assuming anything they do. Yeah, I'm assuming anything they do that is not Code Mystics is cheaper. Yeah. So someone said Simpsons. What happened to Simpsons? I don't know. We could the additional news be Simpsons? I don't know, because it's not out yet. But
it's weird, because I think they said it was a new product, and they only use that term when it's like a new product line, right? So is it a new cabinet as well, a new title? Or maybe they're just talking about, sometimes Arcade1up does this. They're like, hey, we got a new cabinet come out. We're like, oh, it's Mortal Kombat 2, right? Yeah, GameStop already put it up. They're like, really? It's up already? What the heck?
Which is so weird that happens, but no. So guys, so
no, but I don't think it's that. It's because John.
There's some kind of news that's supposed to happen today, and we don't know. We actually don't know 100%. We don't know what it actually is going to be, but it's supposed to be today before the end of the day.
What are you talking about? You're sitting here saying you absolutely.
No, I don't. No, I don't, because he didn't. He wasn't clear.
Yeah,
he was muddy. He was super muddy. So John told me something, but it was like really muddy, non-detailed. But he's like, it's going to happen today. But I haven't seen anything. I guess that's my John D voice. It's going to happen today. But it didn't happen yet. Nothing happened.
John D's voice a lot better than mine. I just talk like myself.
I don't know why I make him sound like that. It's going to happen today. He's like an old guy.
All right. So what I'd really love to hear and see in the chat, if you could type in just like one word, out of all the cabinets, just pick one. About all the cabinets that have been announced this week, which one are you most excited about? Is it Mortal Kombat 2? Is it Street Fighter 2? Is it Pac-Man? Right? Is it Killer Instinct? Is it Dragon's Lair? Is it the Atari Pong pub?
See, this is bad, Justin. See, because you said what you said, now people think we actually know. I really don't. Like 100%. I don't know.
You're just not certain.
Okay. All right. Fine, Justin. I'll clarify. Roll back a little bit. I have an idea, but I did not get verification that it was that. Okay. So I don't know technically, right? Because knowing would need confirmation, right? If I knew something, I'd have to be confirmed that I knew it, right? Like it. Mm-hmm. I know something. I just don't know if my something is so stupid.
Let's just say Dylan told us what it might be, but we don't know if it was.
Thanks for the super chat, Crumb, and thanks Edwin too. He said, "You guys know, stop it." We really don't. That's the thing. We really don't. He said, "What's the idea? They're gonna make us get in trouble."
Yeah, it's fine. So people are talking
Justin,
about.
Yeah. It's fine.
Dragon's Lair.
Just say it. Say it. Say it. Justin. Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's
Puckman, okay? They're coming out with yet another Pac-Man, all right? But this one
Lewis called me a politician. Games. Well, you see, I know, but I don't really know, but I don't know. But I know, but I don't know. I know you know, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Say it. Do it.
So we can't say what we. Okay, look, this show turns into something stupid where we're not. Anyway.
Well, what if what we think it is isn't what it is? Then we look dumb. Say it.
Stop it.
I'm not doing it. They are.
All right, let's look through what people are excited about. Oh, great. This whole spill the beans is like, we may know in 15 minutes, okay? Supposedly something might be coming out in the next 15 minutes. But that's the other thing. Like, John's like super busy, so he'll message us and he'll be like, "Hey, by the way, blah blah blah. Here's what's happening. Okay, could you do? Okay, bye."
Yeah, the equivalent of the text goes like this. It's all, "Oh, John D just wrote something." Beep ba 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 da boop. Ba 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 da boop. Ba da da beep ba 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 da boop. You're like, what did that mean exactly? He's all, "I'm the scat man." And he's like gone. You're like, what the hell happened? Where's John D?
All right.
What the hell's the scat man? I don't even know what that means.
There's all these people that mentioned what their favorite thing is, and now everyone's saying "say it" so much we're losing the chat. So people are excited about Killer Instinct, Namco, Dragon's Lair. When Dragon's Lair comes out, that's an interesting one because I think that one might take a while because they're really like, "Hey, give us feedback. What do you want it to be?" Let's talk about Dragon's Lair just for 2 seconds. After reading so many comments about it, there's a lot of people that are not into the cell phone thing. And part of me was like, wait, why do they need it to be a second screen? Why don't they just make it be like, what's it called? The little, like, and just have it be the numbers and have Code Mystics do, you know, if you got a little GPIO little chip coming out, it can feed it the numbers. Like, do the score without a second screen, but just, what's it called? You know, the like what they had in the original cab. How much would that cost?
It's just an LCD screen, dude. I called it an alphanumeric. That's not even correct. It's literally an LCD screen. It was an LCD screen.
No, like on the MVSX.
Say it.
Dude, on the MVSX.
That's an LED. It's just a little LED.
Little LED, not an LCD. Little LED. So it's lights that project a number.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it takes a couple wires, and it's digital.
Yeah, it should be super easy. And the system just
like says, boom,
it just
boom,
sends
here you go.
hey, I just did this in the game, updated on the screen. It seems like, I don't know. It just seems like it would be, I'm not saying that, John, I know that when we don't work for them, right? So I don't know what the parts cost, but I understand that every little bit they add changes their margins they're able to make on their systems, but it doesn't seem like that would be that expensive, right? I don't know. Doesn't it seem like it wouldn't be that expensive?
They're saying like, oh, like this is, and I do think it's clever.
Say
the idea
it.
of doing a cell phone, right? It's like no one's done that before, and everyone's got an extra cell phone, and you could, what, Ralph?
Oh, never mind. It's so never mind. I thought it was. It's no. I have
this is what I thought you were gonna do.
No.
Say it.
No, actually, that would have been awesome, but no. Say it.
Come on. Because you're going to make me say what I know. And then
he's
you're
not
gonna
responding
get me
to
in
anything.
trouble.
He's such a bull crapper. He's online right now. It says active. I feel like I'm stalking him. It says active now, and there's a string of things. Hey, man, what's up? When's it happening?
What if he's trolling us? Like today, he's like, I know they're going to go live. I'm gonna mess up
I didn't
their
even
show.
think of that. Oh, my gosh, I didn't even think of that.
And he's like, boom, bada boom. If you think about it, the whole story he told us about Shaquille O'Neal was like, didn't make any sense. It's like, what cabinet would they come out with, or what product would they come out with that has anything to do with Shaquille O'Neal?
I don't know. I don't even know why he's. I don't know. Oh, man. What the heck, John D? He's probably watching right now.
Yeah. I did a live stream a while back, and he was trolling me the whole show. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's like next level now.
Dude, there's nothing. There's nothing out there. When I do Arcade1up News, oh, that's cute. Arcade1up News, there's nothing there. Right?
Yeah.
Wait,
okay.
Hold on. We made the best. Oh, the last piece of news was 10 hours ago, and it was that they made the best of show. Wait, dude.
What?
We made Shaq News best of CES.
Shaq News. Shaquille
Is that-
O'Neal. Wait.
Come on.
Oh, come
Is
on.
that what did he just troll us that hard that that's what it was?
That's it? Okay, let's look at the article. Is there any
Like things we can glean
Easter
out of it?
eggs
Like
inside it? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know, but a Pomeranian keeps coming up on my screen. Let me show you this really quick. I don't know why. Just look. This little dog keeps showing up everywhere as a Mercury insurance hat or something. I don't know why everywhere I go, he's pops up. Anyways, okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so Arcade1up official.
Yeah, someone check
says-
Reddit.
Yeah, Shaq News best of 2021.
So he basically like just there's really nothing then.
Well, who's Shaq News?
I don't know. Do you guys know Shaq News?
Does anyone know Shaq News? Well, they're a website that runs articles,
Well, I figured that out, but
and they did an article that talks about the X-Men 4-player co-op cabinet.
so it got best of. Is that what it is? I don't think I would have picked the X-Men as best of. I would have picked the Killer Instinct personally.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I'm against Shaq News.
Yeah. Come on, David McIntosh, working with Shaq News and promoting the X-Men. You know what? I bet it's something simple like X-Men is a favorite game of the guy who owns this site or something like that. So he's like, there you go. Best of. They finally did X-Men.
But I
It's
wouldn't
amazing.
have put. Oh, maybe they called it the 4-player co-op as best of. I would have called
Yeah.
the Killer Instinct best of, to be honest. But
That's
just
maybe
me.
Killer Instinct's not as like friendly on their site. You know,
oh,
X-Men
wait,
is.
someone says Shaq News is old Game Shack site from forever ago. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Game Shack. Someone says Radio Shack News.
Radio Shack News.
It's the old Radio Shack News site that got converted to gaming. And then we got Jeffrey Witt with a super chat. Thanks, buddy. Said, you know what it is. Slanted MK1 cabinet. Hashtag Zohar1up.
Oh, you think that's gonna be
It's
it?
not.
But
That's not
it's
it.
not because they're not going to
Well,
compete
now I
with
think-
their own.
But now I think what he really was, I'm truly think that he was messing with us.
Really?
Because I didn't go look up. This is just so happens by circumstance that I looked this up and this came up. But what would the Shaq thing that doesn't make any sense?
Let's see. Shaq News. Arcade.
And he's not
1up.
responding to anything.
Why?
I don't know. You guys alive?
Dude, Shaq News is all up in Arcade1up. 8 months ago, they did an unboxing and review of the Marvel cabinet.
Ryan thinks they're messing with us too. And then Brett says, why would they announce something this late on Friday? Good point. Just call John D. You have his number. Actually, fun fact, I actually don't have his phone number. We only call over Facebook Messenger. I do not have his phone number. David McIntosh, I have his phone number, but I do not have John D's phone number. But David and I don't really talk much. We just text every now and then.
Yeah.
This is how my texts go with David. Hey, David, how's it going? Hope you had a good holiday. All right, let's fast forward. It's 6 days later. Oh, hey, man, I had a really good holiday. How was yours? Fast forward 6 days later. What were we talking about again?
Steve B says he's cracked the code.
What is it?
It's
Hold
on.
Wait,
He says Shack, House of the Dead. Boom.
Oh, that's creative.
What other ideas do people in the chat have? Because maybe we'll be on to something.
Crack the code. Crack the John D code.
So,
Now, by the way, Cyrus and John D are both saying they're active, and neither one of them are reading my messages right now.
I wonder if they can't say anything yet. It's like an embargo. It's like,
But why can't they?
it's
Why
like
can't they at
8
least
more
give me a
minutes
heads
and
up?
Then then we got it.
We have to wait 8 more minutes? That's going to be forever.
just
Now that you
guessing.
told me 8 more minutes. No, it is 8 more minutes, but now that you told me 8 minutes, it's going to be the longest 8 minutes ever. And then what if nothing happens? We're going to be all let down.
Well, didn't he say something was going to happen in 8 minutes?
Well, no.
I bet
said-
he doesn't know. I bet he doesn't know when it is.
Okay,
It's
just
going to make us...
Shaq rhymes with Pac, new Pac-Man. Kev.
Boom.
No.
Michael B's got it all figured out.
They are watching and laughing at all of us. Probably.
Let's see. So Shaq has a web. Let's see. They've been covering Arcade1up for a while, and they talk about but they're old. The videos are older. So 8 months ago, I guess I'll just share my screen. 8 months ago, they had a video on Arcade1up Marvel Deluxe Cabinet. Then they covered. Wait. That's the same icon. Shack News and Gamer Hub TV. They must be this. Oh, Shack News. They must be the sister channels.
Okay.
A year ago, they covered TMNT, Marvel.
Dude, we should start a 1UP Weekly TV. I don't know what we put on it. We should just start it.
Actually, we should make a website called 1UP News. That's pretty good, huh?
Oh, and that one we just do news stuff. But don't we do that here?
But it'd be a website form of it.
Oh.
Okay, anyway. Oh, check it out. Arcade1up discusses NFL Blitz, The Simpsons, and more 11 months ago.
Oh, is that a clue? Is this what John wants us to do?
I
Go
looked
hunting
at this
for clues
before.
again?
I've looked at this clearly.
How'd that work out last time with the clues thing? Did he give you any did any of the things he revealed on your actual channel end up coming true? Like, weren't they all jokes? Or did any of them come true?
Paperboy was a clue that he was doing Midway, which was doing Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So he teased Paperboy a lot.
Shaq became a cop, Virtua Cop? How the hell do you put that? Shaq wasn't a cop ever, was he? Or maybe in a movie or something? That'd be one big cop. Maybe a tall cop.
Yeah.
Shaq owns restaurants. Cooking Mama Arcade.
Cooking Mama Arcade.
Battletoad. We already got Battletoads. Probably House of the Dead. I don't think... So someone said... This is so true. Someone said earlier... It would be really late in the day to announce something, wouldn't it? Kind of. Is there anything out there, guys?
He's trolling us.
I think he really is. And oh man, it's killing me now. What the hell? Is there anything in like the official Arcade1up site or something?
Wait a second.
What?
Okay, check this out. I don't remember watching this at all.
What?
Okay, I don't remember watching this. Let's see if full screen works. Okay, check this out. Can you hear it? I didn't share with, did I?
I can't
you couldn't hear it. Hold on.
I couldn't hear
Just
it.
give me 2 seconds. Chrome tab.
Wait, why do we want to show this? What's in it?
A connection.
Super Meat Boy.
How you doing? I'm John Daimonen, SVP of Licensing and Business Development.
Wait, hold on.
Arcade1up. Arcades
How did John just say his
lived and
name?
died by their licensed
Yeah,
materials.
hold on.
Have we
How
been
do you
saying
say-
his name wrong this whole time? He's like John Dayamomin or something.
I only say John D, so then I can't be wrong.
Well, now I definitely never say it.
Let's listen closely. How do you say it?
How you doing? I'm John Daimonen,
Dayamonin.
Dayamonin?
I am so glad I've never tried to say his last name. I would have been like,
Hold on,
good.
one more time.
Okay, we know now.
How you doing? I'm John Daimonen,
Dayamonin.
Sinden. Garage Gamers like Sinden.
So this is CES 2020.
SVP of
Right?
Licensing and Business Development.
This is the one we were at.
Arcade1up. Arcades have lived and
We're
died
probably
by
like-
their licensed materials. Can you talk about
We're
what
like
is the
back
process
here,
when you're
probably.
licensing a new machine? I mean, do people come to you? Do you approach them? How does that process work?
Well, it goes both ways.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here, but whatever. That's my connection. John D knows that guy. They put an article together, and John D gave us one clue, and that was Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq News. We solved it.
We solved it, but it didn't tell us anything.
No. It just means I think that we will hear something.
Solenoid?
Solenoid or solenoid?
It's solenoid now, which, if by the way, if you the late breaking news is we know how to say John D's last name. He's like, that's what he wanted us to do.
The biggest Easter egg. He saw it coming. He was like, this is what's up.
I think you guys know, but you are stalling. No, we don't. That's the thing. I literally have on my screen
so
two
weird,
messages out. We don't know.
Like, I really wish this was one of those shows where we're like, we know that in 3 minutes it's gonna happen,
I'm
and then
actually
we're gonna show.
nervous.
We don't know. Like, I'm 90% sure that in 3 minutes nothing's going to happen.
I know, that's what I think too. And how bummed out are we both going to be? Because we are stalling right now. We're stalling in hopes that there's actually some news that's going to happen. Crap. Come on.
No.
Tell your theories.
Well, okay.
I don't know. All right. How about this?
Let me get your mind off it, Ralph.
All right.
Tell me what you think about the Killer Instinct and why you're excited that Code Mystics is doing Killer Instinct.
I'm excited because the versions that Code Mystics already did for the Xbox One, they did both Killer Instinct 1, sort of not a remake, but it's Killer Instinct 1 emulated and Killer Instinct 2 emulated via the Focal emulator on the Xbox. It's awesome. Like, they actually expose dip switches. They allow for scan lines. You can adjust the difficulty. All the things that all the community wanted out of the game, Code Mystics technically already did. So even if they just took everything they did and just made it run on Arcade1up's hardware, that would be awesome. Like, we'd be in for a really big treat. Now, I think they're going to take it and they're going to make it all Arcade1up-ish in the UI and everything.
Sure, absolutely. They're going to unify that. And to be fair, I mean, some of those menus may have been written in the Xbox.
Killer Arcade Game says there's still sound issues. So he's a hardcore fan of Killer Instinct. I play it, but I wouldn't know if there's a sound issue probably. So that's pretty interesting. I've been trying to hook those two. I was trying to hook him up with John D, and it hasn't really happened. So we'll see. We'll have to do that though. But you know who I would get in touch with is Killer Arcade Games. Go on Twitter and message Code Mystics. They write back right away.
Oh.
I don't know if you want to publicly say, hey, Code Mystics, your audio is screwed up in your version, but if you friend them, you can probably message them on the back end and say, hey, I'm just curious, and just point it out.
You could slip into their DMs.
Yeah, slide into their DMs or whatever. Yeah.
DM.
I don't know what slip into. That's different.
Yeah, dude. So we're a minute away. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a big.
It's gonna be nothing.
It's gonna be a big nothing sandwich, right?
Chris, just go to Code Mystics Twitter. I've messaged them before. Yeah, they write back right away. Oh wait, hold on. John D actually might have wrote. No, I got a little notification.
Really? Wait, me too.
It's not from either one of them.
It tells me I should stand up. Oh, it says I did stand up. That's cool.
I just got a notification saying something from AliExpress just shipped. That's what I got. Damn it. Neither one of them are responding, and it's pissing me off because they're both active.
Let's see.
I feel like I'm a stalker right now.
He'll respond to me.
Well, he's not responding to me, which is really lame. And there's nothing on this website, and it's 6 o'clock. So, yes, John D.
Okay, check it out.
What?
Killer Instinct. Now tell me, Ralph, why you don't like Mortal Kombat other than the wings. We already talked about the wings.
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a 1 hour ago thing on Shaq News.
What's that?
Mark Turmel, which we know is the guy over at Midway, sits down with Shaq News to talk about the death of arcades, the evolution of games as a whole, and even NBA Jam. But that doesn't have anything to do with... it's about the Insert Coin documentary. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right. What was the question again? Why do I not like what?
Yeah, like, tell me what you wish Arcade1up would do with the MK cabinet.
Well, I don't know. I just... With this one... I just don't like the wings thing. Like the wings thing bother me. I guess I wouldn't have. Okay. I don't know. It's
so
weird.
This is
it's
their
a weird
evergreen.
Lineup.
It comes with 12 games. They'll come out with another midway, but it probably has it's the other design where it will have the
like it will have Wi-Fi and it will have all those other things.
Yeah, but
right?
Will it be Mortal Kombat? Will Midway do yet another Mortal Kombat? So there'll be like 3. You'll have the Jin one, which there was a couple versions of that. Then you'll have this version, the 12-in-1, and then yet another one. If they come out with another one, it has to be live. And remember on the show, John said, he does this. If you watch really closely, he'll ask questions he knows the answer to. He'll be like, "Has there ever been a Mortal Kombat live? I don't think so." Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Cyrus? Do you think we could do that? And Cyrus is all like, I don't know what to say. I don't think there's anything we can't do, like, he did that, he's a good guy. But,
yeah.
Dude, that's them saying they're going to come out with another Mortal Kombat. That's live.
So, all right. I think, I'll give it to this. I think their philosophy on this cabinet was, hey, and I'm going to use this term. Let's use this term on this show from now on. We'll call a cabinet that isn't made anymore out of print. We'll just call it that. We'll say the cabinet's out of print. I think with MK2 being out of print, they said, let's re-release it for the people that were interested in MK but don't have access to it. And while we're at it, we'll put it in the budget line, or what we're going to call the legacy line. And why don't we just add some additional value to it by putting some more games on it? The only fear with the additional games is that you kind of get into this weird, I think when you have too many games with different control schemes, it does kind of get a little hokey. But I think they're thinking, all right, the person buying this is really buying it for MK anyway. And those are kind of like bonus games. Yeah. But I just don't get the, like, when they did the inset marquee on the 40th Pac-Man, it made sense because in my mind I was thinking they were thinking of a cabaret cabinet, and so that's why they did that. Yeah. But then to see that pop up in other systems that weren't ever cabarets, or it just was a different time period, that just kind of weird to me. So I think that's what's making me not like it. I look at it and don't like it, but it's because all I see is wings. But I'm weird. Okay. I fixate on weird things.
So let me break it into two questions. If they were to consult you on this 12-in-1, not a live version,
I would struggle, dude, because I wouldn't want to mix the control schemes of the games. I would have just said, let's re-release it as Legacy with Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
I would have just been like, let's re-release it.
So
just make
re-release it, but it's like, hey, we got 12-in-1 for Tempest, we got 12-in-1 for Pac-Man,
and this is just a
12-in-1 for
Legacy.
Street Fighter. This one's 3 games. But wouldn't people be like, wait, if you're gonna do the Legacy and this has the Legacy, logo and all that, why doesn't it have 12 games? You
then maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't.
Some free games.
But then people complain about the ones you throw in for free. It's weird. It's like when you get stuff as throw-ins, people will still complain unless it's awesome. Like, it's weird. It's like, I don't know it's a fighting cabinet. That's why, like, you don't see, it's hard to mix because the control scheme on a fighting cabinet is so specific. You know what I mean? Especially Mortal Kombat. So to throw a bunch of games in there that don't have that same control scheme, it's kind of tough. So maybe I just wouldn't have made it part of the Legacy collection at all. I would have just re-released it. I don't know.
Separate on its own. So Zohar says, John D had told me several times the MK1 Nicolas Cage, I'm going to call it that, just to mess with Zohar. In my brain, I was reaching for Johnny Cage and Nicholas came out, and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. That tickles me a little bit. Anyway, that artwork would never happen, but I would take the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 print, though.
Yeah, actually, I have we have to give it away on the show. I have an Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 artwork package that we were supposed to give away a while ago. Maybe we'll do it next. Yeah, we'll do it next. Let's do it next show because I don't have a problem with. Reset Rudy said it's value. Yeah, you get additional value, and I'm all about that. But I don't know. I don't know what I would have done, to be honest. I think putting it in the Legacy line doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. This one just throws me off.
How do you feel that Mortal Kombat has Paperboy on it?
It's weird. I think that's weird.
Yeah, it's the weirdest one. It was like,
but at
hey,
the
honey,
same time,
what are you playing on that? You have Mortal Kombat? Yeah. But I'm playing Paperboy. It's okay.
But what if it was like Paperboy with Mortal Kombat? Like instead of
how about Paperboy, but it has blood in it?
You have razor blades in your paper as you deliver it, and you chop the neighbor's head off. You're like, fatality.
It's like a ROM hack.
Like, yeah, you actually don't lose them if you kill them because someone else moves in and you still delivered the paper. They're like, fatality.
I was a Paperboy for like 2 weeks. I like filled in for somebody. And then the job was fine. I did it every single day. And then I had to do the collecting thing. And I felt like that kid that was like, I want my $2. And then literally I knocked on someone's door. I'm like, this is going to be easy, right? I'll be like, hey, you owe me $2. Can I collect? And I knock on the door and they had like the nice house in the town. And they're like, oh, can you come back tomorrow? I don't have the money. And I'm like, talking about? You got like a Mercedes like in the driveway. This makes no sense.
Isn't it? Like, when you were delivering papers, weren't they like 75 cents too? Yeah. Like they couldn't have been that much.
Yeah. And I think they were behind because you'd keep deliver for a while and you'd collect once a month or something.
So
like
had you been a character in this new Paperboy Mortal Kombat, you would have taken the newspaper and give them a throat paper cut, and then the head would slide off. Justin. Fatality.
Yeah, that's what you get for not paying me. So Zohar says, I'm very curious about the anniversary cabinet in 2022 without MK1 artwork. What artwork will they use? That's weird.
know,
I mean,
they
they're just
may
going to do
redo-
the same artwork again? Oh,
I think
I know how they
what?
can do it. That's the full
Well,
size.
I think they'll do whatever artwork. If they can change it and do something else, they will. But if they can't, then I think they'll just reuse the same one. I mean, MK2 is great, but I don't. Why wouldn't they be able to get MK1 artwork? Like, why would John? I mean, why wouldn't Daniel Pesina authorize it? I'm sure if they paid him a decent amount, maybe they don't want to pay. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to pay. Maybe he wants too much. I don't know. Maybe John's saying that because why keep MK Legacy version a secret though? Oh, you mean why?
I know the answer. I think I know how to say it. I'm gonna pretend like I'm John D for a second.
Can we tell them about the? Can we tell them about?
I'm gonna get in trouble for this. So
Oh.
MK won't be released for CES, at least not right away. Mainly because think of all of the other cabinets, right? They're talking to every single person and saying like, okay, this is our plan. This is what we're gonna do. We got the contract signed. Is everything good? Right? But in business, there's always like something that doesn't go as planned, and they're like, we got to hold off. Like, not everyone's signed the check. Not everyone's like signed off on it. And that's what MK was. It was just simply like not yet ready. Everything else was ready, and MK wasn't ready. And then the deal got done, and they're like, okay, cool, let's release it.
So
Say it.
this sucks. I really am bummed. I didn't think that. I thought we'd be getting some kind of news. It must be coming. I can't imagine it's going to come this late.
Why don't you start tweeting? Hey, everybody that's connected on the stream right now.
Oh, tweet at
Can
John
you
D?
start tweeting at John D and be like, we're on 1UP Weekly. Give us the news you promised us. That'll get his attention. If he gets tweeted by people, let's do this. Go. I'm going to message John right now. A tweet storm is coming towards you now. A tweet storm.
I said, we're waiting with 438 of our closest friends. What the heck? Spill it.
All right. And then I'm going to go to Twitter and see all of you guys and what you're saying to John. And do me a favor.
Zero
if
Hero
you're
said-
tweeting right now, tweet and at mention console kits and at mention Retro Ralph so we can get those alerts as well.
Let's like spam the absolute hell out of them. What if we just spam them hard? If you guys all have Twitter, let's just spam them super hard.
Right.
Like real spam. You should put hashtag Shaquille O'Neal. Let's at mention Shaquille O'Neal. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, I'm going to at mention Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, me too.
John Demon, what's up, dude? Spill the beans. Oh my gosh. We got it. Yeah, it's
it coming?
happening. Yeah, it's coming. Do it. I don't know. I don't know what. I guess I need Twitter. Dude, yes, you do need. Well, yeah, you need Twitter.
Okay,
come on.
We'll take a break real quick. So here's something I learned about social media. Social media.
Gosh, Zero Hero. I got to see what Zero Hero just did. It's awesome. I'll make it bitter. I'll make it bigger. Hold on.
So here's the thing about social media. I learned this a couple years ago. Social media can be really good if you control it. Like a lot of people are like, oh, if you go on Twitter, there's all this talk about politics and stuff like that I don't care about. Yeah. Just unsubscribe from all of that. Like I have multiple social media accounts. I have multiple YouTube accounts. And so I have a YouTube account, for example, that's only about guitar and only about music. And when I go into that YouTube account, it shows me like all of the YouTube. It's like a world of music. It doesn't show me anything about Arcade1up. And then I got the console kits. You go as console kits. It's like, here's some Arcade1up, you know? And then, so you can do that. You can take advantage of social media and you can just basically filter, and you'll follow someone on Twitter for a while and he'd be like, nope, you know, this person is, not making my day pleasant. I'm going to block them. I'm going to hide them. I'm going to filter them. And then when you do that, yeah, the algorithm, you're taking advantage of the algorithm. And so I've been doing that. And there's a lot of, on Twitter, I follow a lot of people that make products that are technical into retro gaming. And when I look at it every day, it's like, oh man, so and so's coming out with a new cable that's gonna make your retro gaming experience even better. That's cool.
Fishbeast Production says, so Justin has several burner accounts then?
Yeah. Yeah. And
dude,
then,
neither one of these
Facebook
guys
is a
are
weird
answering
one.
me.
I don't connect with any actual, like, on Facebook. No one in my family is my friend. That sounds weird, right? Because I had an account that connected like siblings and cousins, and it was kind of like, no, I don't want to hear about my cousin's former roommate.
Say it.
I'm getting hit. I'm getting hit. We're doing this.
Oh, I gotta follow the arcade games back. See, you have one follower, and it's me. Sweet. Do it. All right, can you get in trouble for what we're doing? My phone's going off. Can we get in trouble for this?
What do you mean? John's
I don't
gonna
know.
be upset or something?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Like, no one's going to get banned or anything.
I don't think so.
Well, you can hear my phone.
Yeah, I'm getting hit hard. Okay, we really appreciate that. Let's see if John's gonna respond now. Is he waking up? He still hasn't read the group chat. Nothing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna start reading the group chat.
I just can't believe that they're like radio
We asked him,
silent.
hey, is it true that the Tempest is vertical? Because the video of Tempest shows the cabinet vertical. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Is everyone upset that the Tempest machine appears to be vertical? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Do you think Shaquille O'Neal has a... Oh, he does. He has verified. It's just Shaq. All right, so I'm going to tweet at @DineDaven at Shaq.
Let's see. So here it is. This is the
You're
the
stalling
Tempest
hard right now.
sizzle. No, it's loud on my side, right?
No, there's no... You didn't share it with sound.
Yeah, good. It's just loud on my side. So the Atari Legacy Edition, and people got a look at this. This wasn't available on Monday. Hey, look at it. Check it out. The custom riser. You go up and it's going to have this faux. It's a sticker. It's just a decal. Don't even worry about that. And there it is. What? Vertical? I thought he said it was horizontal. So we did hear from John.
Did we get comfort? You this was
Yeah,
like
I
your
messaged
campaign.
him. I was
you
like,
figured it out, right?
I literally took a screenshot of that and sent it to him. And I was like, I thought you said it was horizontal. And he says, it should be horizontal. That's what Cyrus said. And then John said, I blame Cyrus. And John says, it's definitely horizontal. The video is wrong.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for that confirmation. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. They're like, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna end the show, and then the news will come out, and then I'll be on a date with Kim, and you'll have to go live by yourself. You're gonna have to commit. All right, everybody. If I'm gone and the news comes out, I think Justin should absolutely go live by himself.
No, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on the date and bring you in.
She will kill me. She will kill me.
What?
I just can't believe that. I think he totally was lying to us. I really do. Guys, I'm dead serious. Like, not lying, but I think he was just messing with us because.
Fine.
Would it be this late?
Let's
Would they
just
really?
steal the
Someone
exclusive.
made the point. No, but someone made the. No, no, because if we're wrong, we could be wrong.
That's true. We're probably wrong. Because
We're
he
probably
was
wrong.
super like, you asked him, what is it? And he's like, I want you to be surprised.
No, he's like, we're going to tease this and we're going to tease that. And we're going to talk this and talk that. I'm like, all right, but what ones of those are you going to show anything? He's like, oh, yeah, we're going to show something. But there was a clue. So maybe you can pull this up or maybe I can. There was a clue. Did you notice that on the Arcade1up official, they showed him and Cyrus building a bunch of cabinets last night?
Oh, yeah. I looked at it, but I didn't really see
so
what
that
it was.
It
It looked like a Miss Pac-Man.
But that was Well, I hope it's not. I mean, not that I have anything against Miss Pac-Man, but that wouldn't really be news, would it? What could you do with Do it.
Got it.
What do you? Yeah. What would
Okay.
it be?
Let's have fun for a second. Okay.
I know, but what are you talking about? The Miss Pac-Man. Oh, you're gonna look.
So-
All right, yeah. Let's. Can we zoom it? No, we can't zoom in.
So
is
this
that the room where they call us? Is that the same place they call us from?
I think so. I think that's one
It
of the
says we're
rooms because it's
fixing
like
the
a living room.
office.
There's like a couch there and a TV. Okay, so what do we see in here? We got Star Wars. There's Cyrus.
NBA Jam confirmed. No, I'm just kidding.
Cyrus is just like Ralph. See, he's still wearing the Arcade1up dragon shirt, right? Maybe this was filmed Monday.
There's no way
what
that
is he
John is
building?
sitting like that and not getting butt crack.
so
There's
that's-
got to be butt crack everywhere.
So that's.
Wait,
what is
no,
that?
don't let
I
that
don't even know
do.
what
Don't let that
is.
do that. Wait, what is that at the end? What does John do? He like wrestles with the phone. What was that at the end?
I think he just went. It's all.
Can you make
sped
this
up.
bigger? We need to assess this. Everyone needs to have their eyes peeled.
There's nothing.
There's literally nothing in here. Not one Easter
No.
egg or anything.
Okay,
We can't
Galaga.
zoom, huh?
He's sitting on the Star Wars
That's-
riser. Wait,
Okay.
what's that control panel?
Where?
He's holding a control panel for a second.
All right,
This
hold on,
is
get
John.
it.
He would totally mess with us like this, right?
This is something he would do. What's that right there by his foot? I don't recognize that graphic. Like right there on the floor. Sorry, I can't point to it, but
Yeah, right here.
yeah, what is that?
I don't know.
That doesn't look like anything I've ever seen before.
No.
What the
That's
heck
a
is
screen.
that?
That's a screen. And that's the sticker that's like, call this number.
But it doesn't look like a recognizable.
It looks like Pac-Man, dude.
All right,
It's
all right, never
pink and blue.
mind. All right.
What's that?
Wait, what's in his hand? What does that say in his hand? Or is that a toolbox?
I think
It's a toolbox, huh?
box. He's
I'm like, what is that?
looking
Wait. They're selling toolboxes. Toolboxes confirmed. Arcade1up toolboxes confirmed.
What are they doing?
That's a bidet.
There's some butt crack.
Yeah, I was gonna say there has to be many. Why did he have to put this bag right here? If this little bag wasn't here, we could see so much more. And I kind of like Chubby John better than Skinny John, by the way.
Oh, really?
But it's only because I gained weight, so now I want everyone else to gain weight with me to make me feel better about myself.
Come
Oh,
on.
this is stupid. They don't tell us anything in this video. Damn it.
That's
So Arcade1up's partnering with Makita to do a line of drills is what we're...
is he putting together the riser? What is he putting together?
He's probably putting together
Wait,
something we
maybe
already
this is a
know.
new product.
That looked yellow, the thing you just showed. What did they get? Where did they record this on? They record this on like in 240p? Like, what is this resolution? It's terrible. Well, there's a control panel. Oh, what's that? Now it's orange.
That doesn't
No,
look
this doesn't
recognizable.
tell us anything. Thanks, JJ Victor, for the super chat, bud. Appreciate it. This sucks.
Did we get anything?
I'll gain weight with you, Ralph. Thanks, out of Bachelor. I know I'm gaining weight again, but I don't. I'm eating everything. I'm eating everything.
Wait.
What?
Wait. I got something.
What?
Check this out. There's this big container this is in, right?
Okay.
This is not what they ship cabinets in.
I don't know what the hell that is.
That's like isn't that the bag, the partycade bag? Is it
I don't
just
know, I've
simply?
never bought a partycade.
Yeah, it comes in a little bag, right?
Yep. Gosh, why is John D so skinny? Someone give him some
No,
food.
that's not it. There's multiple stuff going on here because that's Marquis stuff.
Is he not eating? I'm actually concerned about him.
I
right
wonder
now.
if
Like,
he's
he looks
just
a little too
he
skinny,
literally
don't you
did
think?
put that there to block the view.
No one else is like remotely concerned that he's like withering away and he's going to be dead in like a couple days. He like needs to eat food. I don't know.
All right, whatever. I'm done.
Or is it just me? Is it because I'm fat now and I want him to be fat? That's what it is.
Yeah,
right?
that's what it is.
Because
And
right
we
now
didn't
when I'm sitting,
What
I
is
have
he
this belt
doing?
on.
I got over
No,
20
just the belt.
notifications.
the belt is pressing into my belly, and then I bet if I looked, it's like imprinted in my belly. Like that's not cool. When the oh my my gosh, I love that
Something
everyone
is brewing, I can tell.
I'm weight shaming myself. Wait,
John
what
D,
is that?
wake
Ew, what
up.
is that? Oh,
Announce the news, please, now on One Up Weekly. Do it.
dude,
Do it
neither
now.
one of them. It's really not cool that neither one of them is even remote. Is there anything out there, guys? Let's look real quick. Is there anything out there anywhere? That might give us any clues? Because we're gonna. No idea.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. We doing this or what? Say it.
I just Googled Arcade1up, and the first hit I got was Arcade1up Killer Instinct. Can we really do this? Which is my video. Damn
Not
it.
helping you at all.
No.
Spill it.
I feel like he totally messed with us, which I get it. Haha, you got us. But
I can't believe he would do that to us. Jeez.
so not cool. And he won't respond. So how much longer do we wait? Because I'm thinking we give it 10 more minutes. But like, who would release something this late? It just doesn't seem feasible to me.
No. All right, what else we got? Let's see. 10 more minutes. Give us some ideas in chats. What are some topics that we missed today? Something that we're not talking about that we need to talk about.
I'm just watching my feed with all the say it
What's
and
this?
do it.
Did you see JJ Victor's thanks for the super set? Lisa and Bart on the top of the white dresser in the back.
Wait, of the video that we just watched? No. Well, we don't see it. Share it so we can see it.
Hold on.
On the top? No, like right there. Is
See
that
it.
Lisa and Bart?
I don't see it. Is that Lisa and Bart?
It doesn't look. We can't zoom in.
Yeah. NBA Jam. 40th anniversary. Star Wars. A whole bunch of boxes. Control panels.
Video is very disappointing.
Dolly. Basketball. Cat 5 cable. It's going to be live. Decoration. I don't know.
John, it's your mother. John, please eat some food, John, please. You're withering away.
Let's see. What do we got? Holly Polo. It's them, Justin. Okay, he says that's it. All right, we cracked it. It's the Simpsons cab. Boom. They're going to announce the Simpsons cab. Boom. We got it. We figured it out. Awesome. We cracked the code.
You really think that was it? Shut up. That wasn't it. No. No.
Yeah. We
I don't
figured
think
it
that's
out.
it.
Nice job, John. You thought we couldn't do it.
Yeah, John. Stupid.
You thought we couldn't crack it. We totally cracked it.
That's it. I'm calling him live on the show. Screw
Do
this. No, I'm mad now.
It's no surprise to me. I am my own worst enemy. Dude,
Is he gonna get mad, you think?
I'm mad at him. Don't worry about him being mad at us. I'm mad at him. Call him. Wait. I thought, your
Can you hear
your
it?
messenger
Can
calling
you hear
him?
it though?
Yeah.
Can you hear? He hung up on me. He hung up on my call. He hung up, dude. Dude,
He's watching right now, isn't he?
he totally just hung up.
He's watching.
He totally is. He did it to you, and now he's doing it to us both.
Yeah.
That's messed up, dude. What the heck? He totally hung up, and he picked it up though, because
He
he could
picked
hear
it
it for a
up?
second, and then it was all. He totally did.
Oh my God. Because he could have just ignored it, right?
Yeah. What the hell?
Maybe
I
he's
wanna-
mad. Maybe he is mad because we did the blast, right?
I just can't even message anything.
Oh my
It's all-
gosh. Is there anything? Did Arcade1up announce anything? I don't see anything. Nope. Did Shaq tweet anything?
Shaquille. Well, I did at Shaquille O'Neal, but
Okay. Game Theater Fusion says the hang up is another clue. So what game has anything to do with hanging up on somebody?
Wait. No, I think he means that like there's obviously some news, right? That's why the hang up, or is it coming, dude? No, I will be here all night, and I'm gonna get in trouble. So I guess it's nothing. I don't know. You're gonna have to go live without me if something.
I'm not gonna go live. I got stuff to do.
No, if it's big enough, I think you have to.
Maybe I'm gonna have a date with my wife, and then I'm sorry, I'll be too busy.
I cannot. After a weekend of Kim working, or a week of Kim working, and she thinks we're going out, go live remotely. Like, I can't do it.
You just do it like at midnight.
Just give it 5 more hours. We're gonna wait until we fall asleep. It would be fun to see how many people would still stay if we literally just like stopped doing the show and I just laid on the floor for a little while.
You were just like, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Ralph? So the show's over. This is pretty good. Let's do our after show talk. That was a fun show, right? It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was cool how John D totally trolled the heck out of us. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. What are we doing?
I actually don't know. I'm like really out of we would have ended the show. But I really, truly thought there was going to be some news, so that's why we're still here, like literally, guys. That's why we're
waiting
here.
on John, supposed to give us clues. There's still something left.
This is me right now.
Right.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get going now. But we didn't talk about other news. Don't worry about it. Okay, everybody.
I'm having trouble trying to sleep. I'm counting cabs, they're running now. Anyway, come on.
I'm counting cabs? Was that what you said?
Counting cabs. It's time to spy. Is John gonna try?
I can't believe he hung up on me, though.
Call him. Okay,
you call
in the chat.
You call him on.
Hit 0 if he should not call him. Hit 1 if he should call him again.
They're all going to put 1.
You don't know that. You don't know what they're going to say. Do it
cry
again.
I don't think I should. I don't think I should.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
He told me. Oh, Zohar's claiming he knows.
Okay,
let's get it out of Zohar.
Then
let's get it out of Zohar. If Zohar says it, then we're not in trouble.
He messaged me the secret. This
right,
whole time,
Zohar
it was gonna go. Wait, what does Shaq have to do with Zohar?
Oh my gosh, no! Don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
That would be.
He'll actually legitimately get mad if we do that. I think.
Yeah.
Oh man. Zohar doesn't know. He's messing around.
I know one thing that Zohar does know, but he's already talked about it in this chat.
I need to get the thing where I can wire in my phone to my mixer. Because that would be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I need to do that. I have the right cables to do it. I just don't have it right now. But
see, they're saying,
man, sucks.
Baby Carlito says ignore him and then he'll call you.
I don't know. None of them. No, it's just so weird that neither one of them are responding. It's strange.
Boom.
I don't know, guys.
Zohar says this is straight from John D. It's a Simpsons cab with a slant on an MK shape.
What?
So I think what Zohar is saying is he's so mad at the Mortal Kombat 12-in-1 that he's revealing that the next cabinet that they're going to come out with is The Simpsons. And of course he would say that because that's what everyone's guess is. But Zohar's twist is that they put the slant on the new Simpsons cabinet, but they didn't put it on the MK 12-in-1. It's pretty good, Zohar. I like that.
All right, that's pretty good. Good job, Zohar. We got to end the show, dude. It's just not going to happen right now. And then we're going to get off, and then it's going to happen. And I bet
right,
John's
So what ending do you want? Do you want Final Flash time?
400 serious fans on here waiting, and dude doesn't answer the phone. I almost want it to be a sad song, but then I won't. Then I'll cry for real. Maybe it should be a happy song. We got to get something to make us happy, because. Wait. Ralph doesn't call, but sends a midnight "you up" text. Nice. Maybe he's eating dinner. Well,
That's a good reason to
that's
like
a good, yeah, because it's
pick
5:30
up the
there.
phone.
But
Pick up the phone
wouldn't
and
you
then
just
hang up.
ignore it? But wouldn't you just like you can just
When
ignore?
you say something, you'd be like, "Let me call you back."
Well, he probably knows we're on the show because he's.
Oh,
watching
hey,
the
I got
show.
it.
What?
Let's talk about your experience with Mandalorian.
Well,
No-
I won't.
no-
I don't. No, I
no-
won't. I won't. Yeah.
No
I
spoilers,
won't-
though.
Oh my gosh, I loved it. Like, I loved it. And you had said something that I didn't get. So you said this thing to me that I didn't understand because I hadn't watched that much of it yet. You were like kind of saying how brilliant you thought the writing was, because you're like, he doesn't need to speak a lot of times, but you know what he's thinking. And I
Right.
think that's really
The
cool because it
camera
was funny.
tells the story, right?
Yeah, but it was funny because I was talking about my experience with Mandalorian to someone else, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, it's so annoying he doesn't talk enough." And I actually thought the opposite, but this was after I had watched a bunch, and I remember what you'd said. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, one of the coolest things is that you kind of like, you get in his head, like you almost feel like you know exactly what he's thinking just based on how they're filming it," which is so cool, because to be able to do cinematography and get someone to understand what the character's thinking without the character talking is like that's like amazing film work, right? To be able to
Right.
do that is amazing. It was so, it blew my, honestly, it was the best Star Wars. Like, if I had to say like what's my best experience with Star Wars, it was that. I loved it so much that when I realized that they're doing this, like, well, I can say this isn't spoiling it, but it doesn't sound like they're doing the next Mandalorian for like another year.
Right.
I was really bummed out because I really want
wanna get
more.
right back
Like, I
into it,
loved
yeah.
it. I loved it so much. It
So
was
I
so
think-
good.
I think what's so cool about it is it's a TV show, right? But it's this new era of televisions. Like, for a long time, television shows have been like sitcoms and things like that, or even if it's drama. So I remember, I don't know much about it, but in like in movie talk, whatever, they talk about how like there's tons of scripts for TV shows. Like, think of dramas, right? They're always just like getting through scripts, right? There's dialogue, they're talking.
Yeah.
Whereas with movies, it's like they'll have all these like scenes where it shows the landscape, it's like these setup scenes and there's no one talking. Maybe there's music, and then maybe there's a fight scene, in the movie or whatever. No one's talking, but you're all excited, right? They don't put that in TV shows. Mandalorian does. Like, it's like this 30-minute show, and it's like tiny little movies.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess big popular things like Game of Thrones did things like that as well. But
And then it's weird how, like, I'm gonna call him Baby Yoda because that's just what I view him as. But he is the cutest freaking character in the world. Like, you want one. Like, I want a real. If someone told me I could have like a real pet Baby Yoda to hang out with, I would totally want one. He's like the cutest thing ever. And there's that one scene. Is the only thing I'll say. There's that one scene where he goes into that bar wherever he is, and I think it's the woman that he comes in contact with, and they like fight, but he had ordered them. Maybe it's one of the scenes in a bar, and he had ordered them the soup, and then like he kind of goes away. And he's like, they just pan over at him, and he's all. It's just like I laughed so hard at that because it's like they're fighting and stuff, and he's just like,
yeah,
I don't know. It was so good. Wait, so Simpsons is Wi-Fi confirmed? Wait, what? No, we didn't know.
It's because Zohar's telling them all the leaks. And he's like, I'm not lying. He's like, look, this is real. You heard it first from Zohar.
Oh, I have one more thing I have to talk about, and then we can go.
Okay.
Because I said I would. So Lewis had said, talk about your new purchase. So I got all excited. This has happened multiple times when Arcade1up has come out with cabinets. I was getting so amped up about Killer Instinct, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look locally and see if there's a Killer Instinct cabinet, right? And I couldn't find a Killer Instinct cabinet anywhere. They're actually really hard to find. And when you do find them, they're like $3,000. They're super expensive. But then I'm like, all right, that got me investigating. Well, how much is the Killer Instinct hardware? Because 2 years ago, I was gonna buy a Killer Instinct PCB, and I want to say they wanted like $300 to $400. That same Killer Instinct PCB now, just for the game board, that's it, for either Killer Instinct 1 or 2, it's over $1,000 for just the board now. And some of those
Really?
boards aren't even, and some of those boards, so those boards had a hard drive that went along with it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oftentimes, like with Area 51 and Killer Instinct, companies would come up with these, they basically dump the hard drive image to like a memory card. Then that way you didn't have to have the hard drive, because think about it, a game that's made in 1996 or whatever, the hard drive's probably going to die at some point. So to have that, it's kind of like, it's a failure you don't want. So even the Killer Instinct boards that still have hard drives are still like $1,000 or more. So anyways, I was like, you know what, forget it. It's never going to happen. And then I looked at the one place I never look anymore for arcades, because there's OfferUp and there's Facebook Marketplace and all these other things. But I looked on Craigslist, and there was a guy on Craigslist that had a Killer Instinct cabinet, but had been converted to a Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, I think. Yeah, Marvel versus Street Fighter. So I'm like, but I won't say what I paid. I'll tell you guys in the video when I make it, but I got him down, because I'm like, dude, I don't want it as a Street Fighter, Marvel Street Fighter cabinet. I want it as a Killer Instinct. So he was able to sell me, he sold me the cab with the other board in it. And I talked to Joe, I called up Joe Sabo right away. I'm like, dude, like, I took a bunch of pictures of it. I'm like, what do you think? He's like, I think it actually looks pretty good. And so he's going to do I already paid him for it. He's going to get the new marquee for me, because it doesn't have the right marquee. He's going to help me with the overlay graphics. I'm going to clean it all up. And guess what he did like an hour ago?
What's that?
An hour before the show, he's like, I got a guy that has a Killer Instinct 1 PCB for you.
Really?
And so I already wired the guy, PayPal'd him. Yeah, so I'm going to have a complete, like, the whole video is going to be, I'll clean up the cabinet. I'll show you guys the board when it comes in. We'll install the board, and we'll get it running Killer Instinct again. So it should be pretty cool. So now I have a Killer Instinct, basically, just without a Killer Instinct board.
That's too bad.
Wait, why did Pitbull send a super chat? Because he said even if I get a super chat, I get nothing. What? Hold on, let me go look at. Maybe I missed something.
Yeah,
I normally have that.
I saw
little
you
app.
saying that. I scrolled up, man. I didn't see.
What's that app?
I can't
again
tell you
we
that
use?
if there's some people that have complained that our chats didn't go through, and like we don't see anything that's filtered. Do you know what I mean? Like if you swear or anything like that, it cuts it off. We don't even see it.
No, Pitbull did have a super chat. I said, I'll wait for you to get them before. I'll wait for you all to get them before I get any. I don't know what he meant though. I don't know what that was in relation to, but thanks for the super chat, bud. I don't. That's the only one I see from him.
Yeah, I wonder if it didn't come through the tool we're using.
Yeah, if you swear or cuss, it doesn't come through. And then there was one, the Garage Gamer sent one I think we missed too. It said, this is from Garage Gamer. It said, thanks for the super chat, buddy. He said, okay, so in the interest of full disclosure, how much do you guys know last week? Oh, we already got to that one. That was early on. Okay. I think we got to everyone. Zohar sent like 5,000. He told me the secret. We got that.
All of Zohar's chats are true, by the way. Just letting you know.
He said, I was not lying, but okay.
He's not lying.
And then Muller Medic asked about the new purchase, which was a Killer Instinct. So I have a Killer Instinct cabinet, but I have to do a couple things. The buttons are actually not the right buttons, so I have to replace the buttons, the joystick. And by the way, so check this out. I will tell you this. Remember when I was talking on the show about the screen cleaner? Remember it comes in 3 different bottles. Remember I was talking about that, and then a couple people asked about it.
No,
it's like a scratch cleaner for acrylic.
I remember you were talking about there's these series of things that I'm gonna have to get.
3 bottles. Yeah, it's 3 bottles. And so this arcade, someone replaced the glass with acrylic, and the acrylic looked like crap, dude. It looked bad. And Novus, yes, Novus 1, 2, and 3. Dude, I put Novus on it. Dude, the thing looks like almost brand new. I used the number 3 is for like deep scratches. I put the number 3 on it. I did the number 3, the number 2, and then the cleaner. It looks like brand new acrylic, and this thing looked like butt. I mean, it looked really bad. So that stuff can work wonders on these like older arcades. And also if you've scratched up Arcade1up acrylic on like the screen, it does help a lot. And someone actually in the Arcade1up Facebook group posted something about how they fixed their screen with Novus. So it's not going to like fix it if it's complete but it will definitely, help make it better. Yeah. And so Kevin says we use Novus to clean pinballs back in the day.
So we got a super chat. Thank you so much. Scarpads Comic Tricks. So I'm going to tell you what's up. Any chance we'll ever get Robotron, Berserk, Star Castle, Omega Race? Are they too niche? I love them. Here's what I do know. I did a solo stream where John D was trolling me. It was kind of fun. He basically trolled me on most of these games on there. So that was last week. Then Monday on the live stream, someone talked about Berserk. Am I saying that right? Berserk. And he said, I don't know who that is, which is code for it's totally on the roadmap. Previously, he's trolled like that, and then it was actually coming. But I could be wrong. Like, maybe he was trolling in the R2 niche. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see something with that lineup eventually. Maybe he knows it's down the horizon. But so don't lose hope. But don't blame me if it never comes out.
Well, I guess we're done, dude. We had to play us out. So
all right, so I really want to do this lit song, but I'll make some options. We can do lit. We can do Green Day or Weezer. The audience can pick, and I'll do whatever I see the most of.
Alrighty. Solenoids.
Oh, Ralph and I are making a band, and we're gonna be called the Solenoids.
And our first hit song is Say
Soul, like soul, like Beatles, like solenoid.
Solenoids.
Let's see. I'm feeling Green Day. There was someone at the beginning that said do Green Day, so I'm gonna switch to that one. Hold on.
You got Weezer. You got lit.
Say it.
Sidon. Sindon.
All right, here we go. You ready, Ralph?
Sindon. Sidon.
So, Ralph,
Sidon.
let's do this, man.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Sidon. I know you keep saying that. I don't know. You're the one that has to do it.
No, I
though.
want you
I
to
don't
be
do
with
anything.
me. Like, anyway, sing with me.
You're echoing right now.
I know, I'm echoing because it's good.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the time to listen to me
John D.
whine
Wine. Oh.
about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Gotta pump up, come on, let's do this. Times my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just stoned? I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a bringing me down. This is a kid show. Went to the store, they kicked me out the door. They said that stealing games isn't very cool. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Times my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on.
Oh, good lyrics. John D plays tricks on me. You gotta work that in.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And we have no confirmation.
Say it. Say it.
We don't have anything.
Say it.
The new cabinets are waterproof. That's what it was.
Say it.
I don't have it, though. I don't have anything to say.
Just say it.
No. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. That's it. If you like the video, stop, Justin. There's nothing to say. If you like the video, I don't want to get in trouble. I really don't. And then plus the thing we know is not even like he was so wishy-washy. And now I'm thinking he totally messed with us the whole entire time, which is kind of messed up. But anyways, that's it. That's all we got. Thank you guys for joining.
See you guys on.
And subscribe, turn on notifications, do all that stuff because we love you guys. All right.
See you guys on the next one.
The next one. Take care.
Wait, we're supposed to point, not do this.
And Justin will go live if
Will
something
not.
happens. But John lied to us.
I won't.
Yeah, you will.
All right, bye.
All right. See ya.